recyclable footwear of physical footwear is the future. So every year, over 23 billion, that's right, with a B, pairs of sneakers are manufactured, and over 300 million of those pairs are tossed out and wind up in the landfills. So consumers today are becoming more and more aware of how sustainable fashion and clothing can be, and it's becoming a priority for consumers. So you've seen companies already like Nike and Adidas have come out with shoes, that's saying like a portion of the shoe have been made in recyclable materials. But now there's a company called Sneaker Impact that is taking a different approach by, instead of grinding up the shoes and actually using them in new shoes, the old shoes, they're actually just rerouting the old used shoes from landfills where they're get thrown away and redistribute them to the people that need them, either in homeless shelters or in developing countries. So Landon, which would you prefer, knowing about your used sneakers? Would you either have them be donated to be grinded up and used into a different sneaker, or have it be reused to someone like in a third world country or something like that?
I mean, it's kind of a win-win situation. You just want it to be used in some type of positive way once you're not using it anymore. It's actually kind of interesting that you pulled this article up, because I was looking into something that I almost did that was similar, where these people were kind of tampering around with the idea of infusing like biodegradable materials and like tree seeds into your shoes. So whenever your shoes get thrown away and tossed out, it'll like sprout a tree. So like obviously, there were hiccups with that, with shoes that go to shoes can only, germinate in certain type of like environments and stuff like that. So if you like throw your shoes in the trash, they end up in a landfill. Tree's not going to grow there, because it's got to be in the right conditions for a certain amount of time, for a certain length of period. Yeah, exactly. So that's basically what they were going to have to do. But that's kind of along the lines that some people were trying to go. And this is the same type of idea, just trying to get something out of a product once it's no longer being fully used the way that you intended it for. So I guess if I had to choose, I would probably want my sneakers going to someone who would want and need them, because
that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, that's just kind of how I feel about it. There's so many other things that we're recycling, and there's going to be plenty of like using recycled materials in shoes that I don't think it'd hurt to free up a second option, like to just send them away instead, because like you said, Nike already is using 20% recycled material, 90% recycled box, just different stuff like that. And a lot of other brands are starting to do the same thing. We've begun to see that. So I just feel like, honestly, for me, definitely having it go to someone else. But recyclable footwear is definitely what we're starting to see. And we're kind of running out of time. We gotta. So obviously, taking care of the environment is going to be something that needs to be at the forefront. But I don't think that there'd be any issue with.
Yeah, I
wouldn't take issue with that.
When I was reading the article, it's actually a pretty long article, but my approach was, why couldn't they do both? Like, why couldn't they offset, give them to the third world countries, or really maximize and redistribute them to the people that are in developing countries, and then once those people are done with them, then we can recycle them. Like, instead of like skipping that step, but maybe it's also like the wear and tear, like if it's that worn and that used up, like it just becomes dust. So I don't know, but it is pretty cool. Like, I am seeing that these big brands are listening to consumers, and it should be interesting to see how far it evolves to seeing that 100% recyclable sneaker, where you actually, instead of throwing it in the trash, you throw it in the recycling bin when you're done.
Having just a sneaker recycling bin,
right? That's gonna be crazy. Thanks for watching this clip of the Laced Up Show.
To watch the full episode, click here, and to subscribe for more sneaker related content, click here. But until next time, peace.